This is the biggest criminal sex ring maybe in human history, and yet it's also the biggest sex ring in human history that we don't know anything about. I mean, it's been going on for so long with these massive high profile figures allegedly involved, and so many questions have yet to be answered, and it's honestly sad that we have to just take it upon ourselves to answer them. I mean, where's law enforcement? Where's the presidency?
You know, for years, Jeffrey Epstein's Zorro Ranch has been shrouded in secrecy. 800,000-acre New Mexico ranch was just one of many sites the convicted sex offender used to recruit and abuse multiple women and underage girls. 2021, it hit the market for $27.5 million. In a quest for answers, two YouTubers tried to buy that property. Their documentary, We Tried to Buy Epstein's Ranch, is out now. Have a look.
Undisturbed, underreported, and largely unheard of by the public. Why was Epstein's island, Florida mansion, and New York mansion all raided by the FBI quickly after his arrest, but his 33,000 square foot property in New Mexico remains untouched? This is Jeffrey Epstein's Zorro Ranch.
Joining me now are the hosts of the Ravello Project, DJ Bolger and Carter Andrews, the makers of that documentary. Welcome back, guys. You know, last time you were on, you said law enforcement wanted nothing to do with Zorro Ranch there. In the film, we see you guys reach out to FBI and New Mexico police for information, but they refused to even work with you guys. Was it Epstein's ties to the Democrat Party that you think shut everybody up?
Well, he had ties to foreign nations, the FBI, and a lot of people in high places and politicians all across the country. So it wasn't just the Democratic Party either. You know, we didn't name a ton of names, but obviously, you know, we did name some, Bill Clinton being one of them and Prince Andrew being another one. But like you said, yes, I mean, he had deep ties with the FBI. We're seeing that now coming out with his calendar and his ties to the CIA, and even with people like Noam Chomsky. Very interesting indeed. And we exposed some of the corruption, at least, that happened here. So go ahead and check out the documentary to see what we found out. Yeah,
it seems like the FBI isn't it their job to kind of uncover this stuff? The amount of times we called the FBI, an absurd amount, by the way, and they have yet to get back to us or provide us any information. What are they doing all day? Isn't that their job to answer these questions?
Well, I mean, if you talk to James Comer there in congressional oversight, I mean, he gets stonewalled by the FBI. It looks like that's the FBI's job, to stonewall and protect Democrats. Now, we know Epstein collected strange artwork. Most of us have seen the painting of George W. Bush playing with paper airplanes, and of course the one with Clinton in a blue dress. But your documentary reveals another never-before-seen painting, and it's of Epstein's accomplice, Ghislaine Maxwell. Let's look at that.
Sprawled out on a large chair, wielding a golden dagger. She seems to be brandishing her weapon as she stares ominously back at the viewer. It was located in the underground part of the house, brazenly placed in the bathing area. You could not swim, bathe, or shower without seeing Ghislaine Maxwell, fully nude, watching you.
Okay, little creepy. What can we glean from the presence of this painting, guys?
Well, it's definitely creepy, but the big thing here is that people were just, you know, when we reached out to sources here, they were just gleefully giving us evidence. And you got to wonder, is like, why didn't people on the story already gather this evidence and bring it to the public? Why did it have to be two YouTubers that did this?
Yeah, and it's also, I mean, this stuff is so it chills you to the bone to even look at, and it makes you kind of question, you know, especially with the Bill Clinton painting and all these paintings that Epstein collected. It kind of makes you question the narrative that we've been fed over the years.
Yeah, narrative over news. In 2019, Epstein's property agreement came to an end. In the film, you guys revealed that around the same time, the Zorro Ranch property was transferred to a church in Florida for $200. Tell us what you guys found out about Love and Bliss Church and the man who leads it.
Well, I mean, the guy was basically, I mean, he used fraud and forgery to essentially get money, and he got, I think it was $200,000 of money from the government by using fake deeds to get COVID money, which is kind of interesting. Yeah. But it's a bit unrelated. Well, it's related to the story, but not necessarily connected to Epstein that we could find anyway.
That just more so incriminates the government for just handing out all kinds of COVID relief money to people who almost certainly didn't need it.
Well, yeah, we all knew there was all kinds of corruption going on there with the China virus. We all know that. Now, where are your investigations taking you guys next?
So we're looking into, obviously, what's going on right now in the Virgin Islands. We want to cover that for sure. We think another overlooked story is also Ghislaine Maxwell's Terramar project. I'm not sure if you're familiar with that at all, but she actually tried to own the oceans publicly, spoken at the UN. So we want to cover that, and we want to kind of take where our fan base leads us, because, you know, they want to see certain topics covered, and we want to cover them.
Yeah, what do you guys think about you guys listening to what the folks want to know about and the press ignoring what the folks want to know about?
Yeah, it seems it's so strange. I mean, this is a story. This is the biggest criminal sex ring, maybe in human history, and yet it's also the biggest sex ring in human history that we don't know anything about. I mean, it's been going on for so long with these massive high-profile figures allegedly involved, and so many questions have yet to be answered. And it's honestly sad that people like us just, you know, have to, we see these questions and we're asking ourselves these questions, and we have to just take it upon ourselves to answer them. I mean, where's law enforcement? Where's the presidency?